सभी को नमस्कार। मैं बलबीर कश्यप, खंड शिक्षा अधिकारी एवं खंड संसाधन संयोजक, राजौंद, जिला कैथल, हरियाणा, एक नई वीडियो के साथ अपने यूट्यूब चैनल एडू मीडिया पर आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। चलिए जानते हैं कि इस वीडियो में हम क्या जानने वाले हैं। आप स्क्रीन पर देख पा रहे हैं हरियाणा स्कूल शिक्षा परियोजना परिषद शिक्षा सदन पंचकुला के माध्यम से 2 अगस्त 2023 को ये पत्र सभी जिला शिक्षा अधिकारी हरियाणा, सभी जिला मौलिक शिक्षा अधिकारी हरियाणा, सभी प्राचार्य डाइट हरियाणा, सभी जिला परियोजना संयोजक हरियाणा, सभी खंडों के बीईओ व बीआरसी हरियाणा, सभी क्लस्टर मुखिया हरियाणा, सभी बीआरपी एवं एबीआरसी हरियाणा के नाम से ये जारी किया गया है। उद्देश्य क्या है इस पत्र का? विषय है स्कूली शिक्षा में प्रौद्योगिकी व सुशासन के उपयोग से जीवन में आसानी को बढ़ावा देने वाले सुझाव। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि तीसरा मुख्य सचिव सम्मेलन अक्टूबर-नवंबर 2023 में आयोजित होना है। इस सम्मेलन का मुख्य विषय प्रमोटिंग ईज ऑफ लिविंग थ्रू गुड गवर्नेंस एंड यूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी है। इस सम्मेलन के 5 मुख्य विषयों में से स्कूली शिक्षा भी एक मुख्य उप विषय लिया गया है। मुख्य ध्यान इस बात पर दिया जाना है कि आम नागरिकों को सभी योजनाओं तक पहुंच, मुख्य रूप से योजना का व्यक्तिगत रूप से लाभार्थी योजना तक पहुंच और सेवा वितरण की गुणवत्ता सुनिश्चित करना है। स्कूली शिक्षा में हम किस प्रकार प्रौद्योगिकी व सुशासन को बढ़ावा देकर आसान बना सकते हैं। उपरोक्त बिंदुओं पर केंद्रित करते हुए इस बात पर बल दिया जाना है कि शिक्षा विभाग की योजनाओं तक सबकी सरल, सहज, सुलभ पहुंच, समुचित लाभ के साथ तय सीमा में तथा पारदर्शी माध्यम से सीधे पहुंचे, जिससे लाभार्थी के जीवन में कठिनाई कम हो। स्कूली शिक्षा पर शिक्षा मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार द्वारा इस विषय पर कंसेप्ट नोट, जो कि इस पत्र के साथ संलग्न है, तैयार किया गया है। इसे आपके साथ साझा करते हुए आपको आग्रह किया जाता है कि आप सभी अपने सुझाव दें कि स्कूल शिक्षा सभी के लिए और आसान व उपयोगी किया जा सकता है। सुझाव देने हेतु आप सभी को निम्नलिखित गूगल फॉर्म प्रशंसित किया गया है, भेजा गया है। ये गूगल फॉर्म का लिंक है और आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि उपरोक्त लिंक पर अपने सुझाव दिनांक 6/8/2023 तक अवश्य भरें। तो ये इसकी डेडलाइन है गूगल फॉर्म की। उसके बाद ये गूगल फॉर्म जो है ना, हो सकता है बंद हो जाए, फिर आप अपने सुझाव इस पर नहीं दे पाएंगे। तो इसी प्रकार से ये सभी को जो है ना, इसकी सूचनार्थ जो प्रशंसित किया गया है पत्र, निजी सहायक अतिरिक्त मुख्य सचिव स्कूल शिक्षा हरियाणा, निजी सहायक निदेशक माध्यमिक शिक्षा हरियाणा, निजी सहायक निदेशक मौलिक शिक्षा हरियाणा। तो ये थी पत्र की जानकारी। अब हम दूसरा इसका जो कंसेप्ट नोट है वो देखते हैं कि उस कंसेप्ट नोट में क्या क्या बातें बताई गई हैं। वीडियो थोड़ी लंबी हो सकती है क्योंकि कंसेप्ट नोट भी काफ़ी लंबा है, तो धैर्य से आप इसको देख सकते हैं। जैसा कि आप देख पा रहे हैं, 3rd नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ चीफ सेक्रेटरीज, थीम है प्रमोटिंग ईज ऑफ लिविंग, ए कंसेप्ट नोट ऑन सब थीम स्कूलिंग, सब थीम नोडल सेंट्री एजेंसी, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ स्कूल एजुकेशन एंड लिटरेसी। तो फर्स्ट इसमें दिखाया गया है कि कंटेक्स्ट क्या है। द 3rd नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ चीफ सेक्रेटरी इज शेड्यूल्ड टू बी हेल्ड इन अक्टूबर-नवंबर 2023। द थीम फॉर दिस ईयर कॉन्फ्रेंस इज प्रमोटिंग ईज ऑफ लिविंग, अंडर विच 5 सब थीम्स हैव आइडेंटिफाइड, नेमली लैंड एंड प्रॉपर्टी, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ड्रिंकिंग वाटर, हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस एंड स्कूलिंग। द कंसेप्ट नोट ऑन द सब थीम schooling attempts to summarize the current status, key challenges in access as well as quality of service delivery in this sector, while also giving some pointers to the way forward. It may be taken as a starting point by the state government for building up the state specific document on issue relating to access and quality of schooling. The focus would need to be on enhancing ease of living to the citizens, covering both urban and rural sectors on both facts, that is in access to schemes and ensuring quality of service delivery, with some best practice being highlighted. The concept note on schooling touches upon the following key area: the current status in terms of ongoing program, key learning from these scheme program, some key area of citizen interface and suggestions for promoting ease of living, way forward and issue of for deliberation. तो सबसे पहले ease of living in the context of schooling refers to the creation of a supportive learning environment that enables students to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. It includes creating an atmosphere that is safe, inclusive, and welcoming, as well as providing students with the necessary resources and support to meet their individual needs. The National Education Policy NEP 2020 aims for an education system that is second to none, with adequate, equitable access to the highest quality education for all learners regardless of social or economic background. Aim of education will not only be cognitive development but also building character and creating holistic and well-rounded individual equipped with the key 21st century skills. Accordingly, NEP 2020 has restated a concerted national efforts to ensure universal access and opportunity to all children of the country to obtain quality holistic education. Ease of living in schooling is thus essential for fostering a culture of creativity and innovation, which is essential for preparing students for the 21st century workforce. I hope आप इस की लैंग्वेज को अच्छी तरह से समझ पा रहे होंगे. सेकंड पॉइंट है इसका करंट स्टेटस एंड पॉलिसीज. The National Education Policy 2020 clearly states that one of the primary goals of the schooling system must be to ensure that children are enrolled in and are attending school. It also clearly mentions that it will be a top priority to achieve 100% gross enrollment ratio in preschool to secondary level by 2030. Samagra Shiksha is an overarching program for the school education sector extending from preschool to class 12th and has the broader goal of improving school effectiveness measured in terms of equal opportunity for schooling and equitable learning outcomes. It envisages the school as a continuum from preschool, primary, upper primary, secondary to senior secondary level. The scheme has now been aligned with the recommendations of National Education Policy NEP 2020 to ensure that all children have access to quality education with an equitable and inclusive classroom environment which should take care of their diverse background, multilingual needs, different academic abilities, and make them active participation in the learning process. As per UDICE Plus, out of total 14.89 lakhs schools in the country, 10.20 lakhs, 68.7% are government schools, while 82,485.5% are government aided school, and all efforts are being made to provide basic facility in these schools through the centrally sponsored scheme of the department as well as in convergence with related departments such as the Panchayati Raj, Jal Shakti, Rural Development and Minority Affairs, etc. Third point, some key area of citizen interface and suggestion for promoting ease of living for citizens. With the aim of promoting ease of living in schooling, the department has identified some area for ease of service and processes. First point, ease in issuance, reissuance, modification of transfer certificate, mark sheet, migration certificate in government school. In general, migration certificates are only provided when a student has completed and cleared her his class 12th examination from a recognized board. On the other hand, transfer certificates are issued when a student chooses to transfer to another school during the academic year. At present, the school authority issues a transfer certificate on demand through application of the guardian, while migration certificates are issued only after the student has completed and cleared his/her class 12th examination. There are some states like Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and West Bengal where transfer and migration certificate can be availed through an online system. A school management system portal has also recently been developed in Tripura, wherein the issuing transfer certificate will be introduced from the current academic session. Further, all states and UTs are being encouraged to develop an online robust system that would facilitate early access to transfer certificates and migration certificates in addition to mark sheets as per the requirement. Reissuance of certificate is another area which would require some simplification, as majority of the state and UTs do not have an online system for reissuance of certificate, except for some like Gujarat, which already has an online system, or Uttar Pradesh, which have both online and offline system through the Janhit Guarantee Adhiniyam, and still state UT like Tripura and Ladakh where an online process will be initiated in this academic session. Similarly, this system should also facilitate modification in class 10th, 12th certificates such as changes in name, surnames, date of birth, and other details in the mark sheet certificate. If required, this provision is available online in majority of the state and UTs through a common application portal of the specific state board. However, this also needs to be promoted universally. Next point, verification of certificate mark sheet to be made easy. Verification of certificates including mark sheet in another important aspect for providing ease of living in schooling so as to avoid any administrative hurdles for continuing education in other institutions. Accordingly, majority of the state have made mark sheet and certificate verification service online by using a common application portal of the specific state board. However, this need to be promoted universally. Third point, introduction of re-evaluation improvement examination. Re-evaluation is action of reassessing and examining the final exam papers or result, while improvement examination is an opportunity for students who are disappointed with their result to improve their score by taking the improvement exam. Provisional of re-evaluation is not there in most states and UTs. However, in the state of Kerala, a double evaluation process is available in the centralized assessment of science and maths paper, while students can apply online for scrutiny of their answer sheet in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Further, in order to make the board examination less stressful for students, the Central Board of Secondary Education CBSE has initiated the system of improvement examinations. Students may now improve their performance in a subject even if they have passed in the subject in the same year. In earlier scheme, they were required to wait for one complete year. This facility has been provided in the year 2021 board examination for one subject and expanded to more than one subject in 2022 board examination. Another critical intervention of the CBSE is discontinuance of the practice of mentioning the words fail and compartment from its mark sheet from the year 2022 to elevate the impact of these words of the psyche of the student. Similar steps can be taken for the other state board also. Twinning of schools for each in admission process. Twinning of schools for admission to a higher class is particularly important during crucial stages of education, class 6, 9th and 11th, when students are transitioning from one education level to another. Students are generally facing problem in obtaining certificate or mark sheet and in transitioning from one educational level to another in a school level. This may also lead to the dropouts, especially of girl students, since these transitions can be challenging. By establishing twinning arrangement, school can provide a smoother transition for student. Fifth point, facilitation in registration of student for Aadhaar. Various centrally sponsored schemes of the government are providing many child-specific provisions, including RT entitlements such as uniform and free textbook in government schools, special training for out-of-school children, transport escort facility, stipend for CWSN girls, scholarship, etc. The option of the cash transfer is allowed in the form of direct benefit transfer DBT to Aadhaar linked bank accounts. For this purpose, registering students for Aadhaar is critical in ensuring that they have a valid identification document and also be enabling them to avail of government services, scholarship and other benefits without any hindrance. Moreover, DPT benefits cannot be extended without an Aadhaar ID, and without this ID, it is also difficult to monitor whether child-specific provisions are reaching the students. To further facilitate this process, establish partnerships with the Unique Identification Authority of India (UIDAI) to seek their support in conducting registration camps or providing necessary resources. Sixth point, universalization of use of digital locker for all education certificates. DigiLocker is a flagship initiative of Ministry of Electronics and IT, MeitY, under Digital India program. It is a secure cloud-based platform for storage, sharing and verification of documents and certificates. Implementation of DigiLocker is already in process in majority of the state and UTs. The state boards and the CBSEs are using the digital locker for storage of class 10th and 12th certificate, mark sheet, provisional certificates, etc. At present, 29 states and UT except the state UTs of Himachal Pradesh, Ladakh, Lakshadweep, Jammu and Kashmir, Puducherry, Sikkim and Telangana have implemented digital locker at the school level. However, they are not providing all type of educational certificates. Thus, use of DigiLocker needs to be universalized in all state and UTs. Qualities of infrastructure in schools. A lot of work is still required to be done for ensuring the availability of necessary physical infrastructure in all government schools. For example, 1.5 lakhs government schools don't have functional electricity connection. 39,453 government schools do not have functional drinking water facility. 88,326 government schools lack functional boys toilets. 60,979 government schools lack functional girls toilets. 59,855 government schools lack hand wash facility. 6.27 lakh government schools lack CWSN friendly toilets. 1.83 lakhs government schools lack ramps for CWSN, and 4.33 lakhs government schools lack ramps with handrails for CWSN. Source UDICE 2122. Further, quality of digital infrastructure in school also needs to be improved significantly. Only 37.7% government schools have functional computer facility and only 24.2% government schools have internet facility. Point number 8, improving learning outcomes. Each to schooling should also include the progress of students towards attaining the desired levels of learning outcomes and should set a time-bound target of achieving grade level competencies. NAP 2020 also recommends that the gap between the current states of learning outcome and what is required must be bridged through undertaking major reforms that bring the highest quality, equity and integrity into the system. From early childhood care and education through higher education, emphasis is required on improving learning outcomes through academic reforms, governance reforms, teacher recruitment, teacher rationalization, and reforms in teacher education, pre-service and in-service both. Digitizing the monitoring and tracking of learning outcome through Vidya Samiksha Kendra as done by Gujarat may be considered by other states as well, further improving access to preschool education. Access to ICT infrastructure and devices are some other important means towards improving learning outcomes. Point number next, way forward. A coordinated approach is required by central and state to jointly identify the key points of the interface with citizens that require improvement in terms of both. One is access to scheme service schooling, and second is improvement in quality of service delivery schooling. Thereafter, a time-bound, well-defined action plan with clearly identified strategies to improve citizen experience across these identified areas by improving governance and use of technology also need to be defined. Issue of deliberation. Identifying points of interface, touch points with citizens, with various government bodies in order to assess the ease of access to the various citizen-centric scheme service. This would entail a review of all citizen-facing portals for their ease of access, a review of forms required for availing any service and their simplification, review applications that require citizens to submit hard copy of the documents, any NOC documents required for processing the application should be sourced by government ideally through DigiLocker instead of seeking physical copies from the citizen. Review the need for notarization, affidavits and retaining only where they serve a clear purpose. And last second point is system of social audit, effective online citizen feedback mechanism on mobile, third-party telephonic survey of citizen satisfaction may be introduced. Identify best practice across state which are replicable and scalable. तो ये सभी पॉइंट्स आपके साथ साझा किए गए हैं। आपको कॉन्सेप्ट नोट के बारे में बारीकी से सारा पढ़कर सुनाया गया है। आशा करता हूँ आप सबको इससे काफ़ी बेनिफिट होगा और आप इस जो कॉन्सेप्ट नोट है इसका स्कूलिंग के ऊपर प्रोमोटिंग ईज ऑफ लर्निंग, इन सब का उद्देश्य ये है कि किस प्रकार से हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम को बहुत ही आसानी से बनाया जाए ताकि किसी भी नागरिक को, किसी भी बच्चे को, किसी भी पेरेंट्स को किसी भी प्रकार की असुविधा का सामना ना करना पड़े। इससे पहले काफ़ी दिक्कतों का सामना पब्लिक को करना पड़ता था और उसको और आसान करने के लिए, बहुत ही ज़्यादा आसान करने के लिए इसकी तरफ ध्यान दिया जा रहा है ताकि भविष्य में किसी भी बच्चे को, पेरेंट्स को, अभिभावकों को या किसी भी पब्लिक के किसी मेंबर को पब्लिकली ये इन समस्याओं का सामना ना करना पड़े। तो आशा करता हूँ ये वीडियो आपको अच्छी लगेगी। इसके साथ हम एक जो गूगल फॉर्म है इसका वो भी मैं आपके साथ साझा कर लेता हूँ। तो ये एक गूगल फॉर्म जो 3rd नेशनल चीफ सेक्रेटरी कॉन्फ्रेंस का तैयार किया गया है। इसमें फीडबैक नोट दिन है, SCRT, DEO, डाइट प्रिंसिपल, DPC, DWO, डिप्टी DO, BO, BWO, BRC, BRP, क्लस्टर हेड, ABRC के लिए कंपलसरी है। तो इसमें सबसे पहले अगर हम देखें तो यहाँ पे आ जाता है आपका ऑफिसर नेम एंड डिटेल। सबसे पहले नेम ऑफ ऑफिसर, ये कंपलसरी आपके लिए भरना। फिर डेजिग्नेशन आ जाएगा, उसके बाद आपका डिस्ट्रिक्ट आएगा, डिस्ट्रिक्ट के बाद ब्लॉक ओनली फॉर BO, BRC, BWO, BRP, क्लस्टर हेड और BRC, तो उनको ये ब्लॉक भरना अपना। फिर उस क्लस्टर नेम ओनली फॉर क्लस्टर हेड या ABRC के लिए, अगर जैसे ये BO और BRC, BWO, BRP इनके लिए क्लस्टर भरने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है, तो इसमें आप नोट एप्लीकेबल भी कर सकते हो क्योंकि ये स्टार्ड है तो इसलिए आप कुछ ना कुछ इसमें आपको देना ही है। जो सेक्शन 2 इसका फीडबैक फॉर 3rd चीफ सेक्रेटरी कॉन्फ्रेंस है, तो इसका जो टाइटल थीम था हमारा पहले ही बताया गया कि नेम ऑफ टॉपिक जो है स्कूलिंग है। तो इसमें आपने जो सेकंड पॉइंट है इसका पॉलिसीज गैप एंड चैलेंजेस यहाँ पे आपको भरने हैं। करंट पॉलिसी चैलेंजेस क्या हैं, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव और इम्प्लीमेंटिंग चैलेंजेस विद द रिस्पेक्ट टू द टॉपिक सिलेक्टेड। तो यहाँ पे आप कितने भी अपने हिसाब से या अपने विवेक के अनुसार आप यहाँ पे पॉइंट यहाँ पे दे सकते हैं। सेकंड जो थर्ड पॉइंट है इसका पोटेंशियल सॉल्यूशन, कैन पोटेंशियल हाईलाइट्स न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी सॉल्यूशन, स्कोप फॉर कन्वर्जेंस विद द अदर स्कीम और प्रोग्राम एक्सेट्रा। तो यहाँ पे आपने पोटेंशियल सॉल्यूशन के बारे में जो पॉइंट्स हैं आपके जो माइंड में आपके सेट किए हैं आपने, तो उसको यहाँ पे आपने भरना है। इसके बाद जो बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हैं वो यहाँ पे भरनी है। हाईलाइट द प्रैक्टिस विच आर सस्टेनेबल, रेप्लिकेबल एंड मॉनिटरेबल। तो यहाँ पे इसको आप जब भर देंगे, पॉइंट वाइज भरें आप या कंटिन्यू भरें, तो इसके बाद आपको सबमिट का बटन यहाँ पे दबाना है। तो आपका ये जो फॉर्म है वो जो जमा हो जाएगा और आपके जो पॉइंट्स हैं वो वहाँ पे चले जाएंगे। तो इस तरह से हमने आज बात की है थर्ड नेशनल चीफ सेक्रेटरी कॉन्फ्रेंस की जो लेटर जारी हुआ है। उसके बाद हमने कंसेप्ट नोट के बारे में पढ़ा और फिर मैंने आपको गूगल फॉर्म के बारे में भी बताया। एक बात ध्यान देने वाली है कि ये जो गूगल फॉर्म है आज तारीख, ये लास्ट डेट जो इसकी वो 6 अगस्त निर्धारित की गई है। इसके बाद शायद ये जो है गूगल फॉर्म जो है ना बंद हो जाएगा आपका। तो इस प्रकार आप जल्दी से जल्दी इसको भर सकते हैं। तो जैसे मेरा आप देख पा रहे हैं तो मैंने ये फॉर्म भर दिया है, तो यू हैव ऑलरेडी रिस्पॉन्डेड का ऑप्शन यहाँ पे आ गया। तो आशा करता हूँ ये वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगी और समय निकाल कर इसको ज़रूर देखिएगा। अच्छी लगे जानकारी तो चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। और समय निकालने के लिए आप सभी का दोबारा से हार्दिक आभार। थैंक यू वेरी मच।